Man is least himself when he talks in his own person. Give him a mask, and he will tell the truth. One should never trust a woman who tells one her real age, a woman who would tell one that would tell one anything. The nicest feeling in the world is to do a good deed anonymously and have somebody find out. I can resist everything except temptation. How can a woman be expected to be happy with a man who insists on treating her as if she were a perfectly normal human being? The mystery of love is greater than the mystery of death. Nothing can cure the soul but the senses, just as nothing can cure the senses but the soul. A man's face is his autobiography, a woman's face is her work of fiction. It takes great deal of courage to see the world in all its tainted glory and still to love it. True friends stab you in the front. Always forgive your enemies, nothing annoys them so much. Anyone who lives within their means suffers from a lack of imagination. Never love anyone who treats you like you're ordinary. Everything in moderation, including moderation. Art is the most intense mode of individualism that the world has known. You don't love someone for their looks, or their clothes or their fancy car, but because they sing a song only you can hear. I am not young enough to know everything. The only difference between the saint and the sinner is that every saint has a past, and every sinner has a future. I have the simplest of tastes, I am always satisfied with the best. I am so clever that sometimes I don't understand a single word of what I am saying. To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance. Be yourself, everyone else is already taken. There is only one thing in the world worse than being talked about, and that is not being talked about. To live is the rarest thing in the world. Most people exist, that is all. I can never travel without my diary. One should always have something sensational to read on the train. You can never be overdressed or overeducated. The truth is rarely pure and never simple. Education is an admirable thing, but it is well to remember from time to time that nothing that is worth knowing can be taught. It is absurd to divide people into good and bad. People are either charming or tedious. Selfishness is not living as one wishes to live, it is asking others to live as one wishes to live. If one cannot enjoy reading a book over and over again, there is no use in reading it at all. The books that the world calls immoral are books that show the world its own shame. Women are meant to be loved, not to be understood. Most people are other people, their thoughts are someone else's opinions, their lives a mimicry, their passions a quotation. You will always be fond of me, I represent to you all the sins you never had the courage to commit. Anybody can sympathize with the sufferings of a friend, but it requires a very fine nature to sympathize with a friend's success.